So I was up at the house yesterday, and I was thinking about this structure and mistakes I made putting all that stuff on top there. I took my time putting that bark up there, making that right, kind of like shingles. And then I started thinking about this pile of boughs here, and I think I need to tuck it along the bottom, work my way up, and then use a tarp if needed. So I want to take the old Christmas in July tree and set it aside, and I'm going to start moving these boughs off. And yeah, yep, that's what we're doing today. It looks like it might rain out here, but I'll keep you on my head here for a little bit as we move this stuff, and I'll show you what I'm doing. I just don't think it was a wise decision. So I don't know, mistakes are made when you're building these things, and this is like the second time. The last one I built was a piece of crap, and that was years ago, and I don't want this one to look like that. I don't want this one to be falling to pieces, even if I have to cover it with tarps only. All right, enough rambling. Let's get some work. So if I get them in here, like so, gotta tuck them up between those poles. Yeah, that's going to be much better. I think that's going to be a much better use of these spruce boughs. If I called them pine boughs, I apologize. These are spruce boughs. They're not pine. This is hemlock spruce. I'm sure I said that a million times. Anyway, kind of get the gist of how this is done. I mean, even if it's just bottom coverage here, that's better use of these things, since the idea here is to keep the thing watertight if possible. Hopefully I don't have to climb up there. And if I have to climb up there, hopefully it's only for replacing bark shingles. Since I'm not ready to kind of camp in it till at least tonight. I won't be camping in it. I think we'll be fine. It's just the way I had it. Seemed to me it was like quite the mess. This is a mess up here. If you're out in the wilderness, I suppose you'd probably have access to more materials. Well, you most definitely would have access to more materials. There really wouldn't be a reason to build a wigwam in the woods with a tarp, because you'd find downed trees. I mean, anybody's been in the forest can tell you that. There's downed trees everywhere. So you could just debark multiple trees and just go to town. So you see, that's all I'm doing is kind of tucking it along the bottom here as I take it off the top. So when we get a little bit further, I'll turn the camera back on. Well, this is what we got so far. Remove those boughs from the top there and put them around. So I got half walls here. I'm gonna have to buy some tarps. I'm thinking like 3 6x8 tarps ought to do it. Hopefully that'll work to get the rest of this thing covered. Maybe 2 10x12s. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. Probably gonna get 2 10x12s, and then if I have to cut them down or whatever, that's a lot to cover. Crazy. Crazy building that thing. The whole time I'm tucking those in there, it took me about an hour and a half. The whole time I'm in there doing that, this thing was flying around. Now I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a murder hornet or some kind of big nasty wasp thing, but it's got a stinger on the back of it. I thought it was going to sting me, so I kind of hunted it down with a stick and smashed it a couple times. It's injured, and hate to see something suffer like that. I mean, he was just kind of doing his thing. I just didn't want to get stung. I'll show you the stinger though before I end his life. See if I can get this thing picked up. Yeah, I'll put this on my head. You guys see what I see. So, get in here with these. Look at that stinger on the back of there. See that? Imagine if that went into you. It's like a freaking needle. Yeah, this thing's crazy looking, and I didn't want to get stung by it. Is that a murder hornet? I don't know. Anybody out there knows if this is a murder hornet, let me know. I ain't never seen anything so big in my life. I've never seen a wasp like that. Alrighty. He's still kind of trying to move and fly, so there he is. I don't know if that's a murder hornet or just a nasty ass wasp, but all right. Yeah, he's got to go. When I put the tarps out later on tonight, I'll turn the camera back on. See you guys later.